Horny.
All right, ready for the next segment? The main segment. All right, it's time for the main show, everybody. You've all been waiting for this. Here we go. We're going to be talking about the top 5. Well, maybe some have top 3. Top 5 and top 3 Ninja video games. So, I think the best way to do this, Stefan, you just have 3?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
jump in as it comes to me, but yeah, I have 3 mainly.
Okay, let's go from 5 to 1, 5 being lowest, 1 being the top, tippity top. And then, Stefan, you will be just joining right in at 3, I guess, all right? Just to make it kind of like easier to follow.
Yeah.
All right, Maddie, what's your number 5?
Oh shit. So this is I've only played like 3. Well, I don't know. It gets really weird with Ninja games because my number 1 could be debatable.
Okay.
So my number 5 is, and if this was on a list of like video games about Japan, it'd probably be number 1. But Onimusha.
Okay, yeah.
And it's got a little horror element to it, but those games were so much fucking fun because it's like, hey, you like Resident Evil? What if you're in feudal Japan fighting demons and you're like, yeah, let's do that? And it was amazing. And I don't know why there's not a new Onimusha game. Like, did people just hate that series? Because they made fucking 4 of them. You'd think there'd be a PS4 one by now.
That'll happen.
Yeah, but Stefan, win.
It'll happen.
They're making bullshit like, I don't know, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Black Ops.
Capcom's ruining shit.
You need to focus less on Call of Duty and more on Call of Booty.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm trying, dude.
All
It's
right.
hard out there. It's hard out there.
You heeding the call out there, boy?
You know, I try. It's hard.
That was
The
the
Tinder
first
game
one. That
is
was to the
it's
general
not a fun game to play.
All you
No,
do
I
is
don't-
swipe
I'm
right.
too scared.
Right.
If I make a match, I delete the app.
Really?
Oh, I'm so scared. I don't want to meet people.
I throw the thing right
I
in the
won.
trash can.
I beat
won.
it. I delete it.
Stuck my thumb in the corner.
I don't want to talk to girls.
You should get on Bumble, dude. Then they'll just talk to you.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, that doesn't not work. I tried.
I don't have a good enough job to get on Bumble. Oh, just kidding.
Oh my
Yeah, I don't
god!
either.
You just owed yourself.
Here's a. That's what Superhouse is for.
All I'm saying is a class war out there.
Dude, yeah, people are our age. It's kind of ridiculous sometimes. It's like, maybe I've made some bad choices possibly in my life. But whatever, man.
I've had too many
Fucking-
PBRs.
I pay my bills.
Clocked
That's
in
right.
a
You know,
doormat
I live
job
in a
today.
I live in a house. Yeah, I got roommates, but it's kind of nice because I lived alone for a while and it kind of sucked. So
There it is.
To be
Boom.
fair, I like meeting people. End of statement.
You just show them your dick first date, I think, Stefan.
I have.
You've done that before once or twice?
They call me Nova, Casanova.
Oh, God. American Pie, dude. All right. We're going there. All right. My number 5 is a game called Ninja Masters for the Neo Geo. It's called Ninja Master. Full title is Ninja Masters Hao Nimpocho, which means, roughly translated, Ninja Masters Scrolls of the Supreme Ninja Arts. It is a ninja-themed competitive fighting game for Neo Geo, released in 1996 for the arcade and home platform. This is just a normal Neo Geo fighting game where basically almost, if not every character is a ninja. Other than that, it's not like super remarkable. It got like kind of okay scores at the time. But it's good enough, and I'm a huge Neo Geo fan and fighting game fan and ninja fan. So I'm putting it on the bottom of the list, but it's still on the list, so there you go. Let's see, I got some other shit here. It features a character named Sasuke Sarutobi, which means Sarutobi means monkey jump. It's this kind of name is found often in ninja myths, I think. And I believe the monkey jump refers to a ninja's agility, jumping around and shit. And he's the main hero of the game, and he's a ninja expert and betrayer of his own ninja clan who seeks to avenge his father's death.
Sick.
Hey, can I go back? Can I change mine?
Yeah.
I've totally forgot about this GBA game. It's Bruce Lee, Return of the Legend.
Okay.
And it's fucking amazing.
I've heard
I know
good.
Yeah, it's so fucking good, dude. It's just like a side scroller beat 'em up, but like just the moves you do, and I understand it's a different kind of thing. But it's on Game Boy Advance, and it's so fucking good.
Never heard of this.
Yeah, Stefan, you'd fucking love it. But it's like all the moves you do are just like how fluid they are when you hit the buttons. It's kind of ridiculous for like GBA when it came out, but and I think you do fight ninjas and like weird shit in it, but it's like pretty fun.
I never had a Game Boy Advance, but I gotta tell you, going back in the ROMs, that was an awesome system, and people online...
Ooh, I'm gonna ROM that shit.
People online have talked about this. If you look at the way the sprites look and the overall feel of the system, it's kind of the true successor to the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. I mean, a lot of cool shit was ported to that.
I just want to add to what you were saying, Maddie, about that Bruce Lee game. Sorry,
Yeah.
couldn't.
Keep going.
There was,
go ahead.
there was a game on iOS that was really great. That was a Bruce Lee game. It was like Virtua Fighter style graphics.
Yeah.
But it actually used like the methodology of his martial art of Jeet Kune Do in the game, like distancing and fighting and attacking. It was on iOS, but it like died out, and they never made any sequels for it because another company bought. I think another company bought like the Bruce Lee license and made like a crappy game out of it.
Was it that Xbox one?
Possibly. It was some game that came out recently. It was like it was like a mobile game. But anyway, it was this iOS game. I totally forget what it was called, but it sent you around to the different places Bruce went to and like kind of followed his timeline. And you would actually like fight in this like 3D arena style fighting game using like Jeet Kune Do to beat the enemies and whatever. It was a cool game, but you can't play it anymore. You can't even find it anymore on iOS. And I used to be able to get it on older iOS devices, but newer iOS devices you can't even find it in the store.
Oh shit! They probably just.
Anyway, I just wanted to honorable mention that game.
Is it called Bruce Lee Enter the Game?
That was the remake one that they made.
Okay.
That was the
got
one
like
after.
4.7 stars. Someone says it's bad after he re-downloaded it. Anyway, sorry, side tangent. I want to play cool Bruce Lee game on my phone.
For sure. I just wanted to honorable mention that.
Wait, so you
It
have
was called Bruce Lee Dragon Warrior.
Nice.
Game. Yeah.
Stefan, you have 5.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I just had to catch up to myself. Welcome to today, Stefan.
All right, cool. Before we get to you, I just want to finish out the 5th one. Just for more info for the listener, Next Generation, the video game magazine, if you guys remember that back in the day, a Next Generation critic found originality to be the game's biggest asset, opining that though Ninja Masters lacks the balance and smoothness of the best Neo Geo fighting games, the ability to switch between weapons in barehanded combat and mid-fight adds dramatically to the strategy, end quote. And some other people, this other guy from All Games, Kyle Knight, said it's a fairly good fighter that could have been a lot more, and I think that's probably pretty fair for this game. If you like fighting games, if you like Neo Geo games, a lot of people that played Neo Geo probably haven't even heard of this game, maybe, but it's all right. It's pretty good. Anyway, Stefan, you're number 5.
My number 5 is going to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, and I think that counts because there's ninja in the title.
Yes,
agreed.
It does. It does.
I have something coming up.
But that's my motherfucking childhood right there, man. Sitting at the arcade, after eating pizza, and you play that game and fucking battling through people, and it's your birthday, you have enough quarters to get like maybe a little farther. I always sucked at games so this hard, and then so much money dropped in. But I loved all the animations, everything, so good. Playing it with multiples and stuff and making a party out of it was the best. I love that game, 1989, bitch.
Fuck yeah, man.
When you could go to Little Caesars and it was kind of like a fun family place. They had like play place and an arcade and stuff.
And they had those red cups that were slightly translucent.
Yeah. And you could go,
love those cups.
When you could go and hang out, they had one, and we just fucking pizza, ball pit, prizes, Ninja Turtles.
Fuck yeah.
Man, I love being a turtle.
Yes.
All right, awesome.
He did it. Did you
It's
see
my
what he
number
did,
five.
people?
I know.
Did you see
It's
what he
my fifth-
did?
I like
It's
that.
the
I like
fifth
that.
choice. I'm making him a ninja game countdown.
There is a guy online called Minty, and he's Australian, and he talks about all kinds of pop culture shit.
Really?
Yeah. All right, so Maddie, number 4. Let's do it.
This is not necessarily a ninja game, but I think you fight a ninja or two in it. It's Kung Fu for the NES, which I heard. I don't know if it's true, but apparently it was based on like one of Jackie Chan's. Like maybe in Japan it was called something different, but apparently it's a Jackie Chan game.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not super for sure about that. People can fact check me. I think I've read that somewhere. But I fucking love that game. It's so hard. And every year when I go visit my sister, I always pop it in because she has one of the dual kind of system things.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of the games I got her because she was like, I don't like this game. I was like, yeah, but I do. So and it was like $2.50 when I bought it. So I go back and I get a little further each time as I get older because I'm getting better at video games, people.
Nice.
Sometimes it takes practice, but I love that game. It's so infuriating, but I love it.
Is there running around like in Jason? Because you're really good at that in that game.
No, it's just like I mean, it's just like a side scroller. Just you kick and then you can do this like you just crouch down. You do this little sidekick thing, and it's like wah, 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 wah. It's like it makes the dumbest noise, but I love that game so much.
What game was it?
It's called Kung Fu.
Oh yeah, the original Kung Fu game.
NES, yeah.
Game. That game is based off of a Jackie Chan movie called.
That's why I was just
Fucking chime in sooner, Stefan. Finish.
Sorry, Maddie. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Wait, so finish. What were you saying? Based on a Jackie Chan, whatever?
It's Project A by Jackie Chan. I just couldn't remember the name of the movie or if it was actually.
That's where I meant to jump in. It's called Project A.
Stop smoking so much weed, dude. 420's over.
It was yesterday, all right?
I know.
Oh, my God. All right, so
Stop, no Stefan.
my number 4 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. I think everybody...
That's pretty low.
Everybody knows
low.
this game. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's low, but it's it's top 4. It's 4.
It's amazing.
It's great. Everybody's played it. Probably most people have beat it. If you had a Super Nintendo at the time, you probably had the fucking game. If you went to an arcade at the time, you probably played the fucking game. And Stefan, feel free to chime in here with the Ninja Turtles knowledge. But it was. I just have a few Ninja Nuggets here for everybody. So
Ninja Nuggets.
Oh my God.
they were
sold
called.
out, people. We sold out.
They were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles in Europe because ninja was viewed as like a bad term at the time. The cartoon as well, not just the video game.
Yeah,
it's
like that.
They've since changed back to ninja, but I think England started this. But yeah, they took out ninja in the fucking title in Europe for some reason.
Yeah, they were not. It was like what do they call it? Like regional phobia. What is that called?
It was just like not savory characters, like assassins for kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was like too violent of an idea.
Yeah.
at the time. So hero was like, all right, hero, orange drink.
Yeah, it's really just kind of loses a lot though once you get into.
It doesn't. Well, yeah, it did just as well. It seems like in Europe.
Yeah, this guy I know from fucking from Holland, like he fucking knows all about Ninja Turtles, man.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So a few other nuggets. Basically, here we go. The original music of the game's soundtrack was composed by Matsuhiko Izumi, a TMNT veteran who also composed the music for the previous arcade game in the series. It was arranged for the Super NES version by Kazuhiko Uehara and Harumi Ueko, both of whom went on to produce several Konami games, including Tournament Fighters, the Ninja Turtles fighting game. In addition to the original musical score, the Attract mode of the arcade game is noted for featuring the song Pizza Power, which was taken from the live concert Coming Out of Their Shells tour.
Yeah. I went to that shit, boy.
I can't believe Coming Out of Their Shells fucking had a song in that fucking game. I didn't know that. That's fucking nuts, right?
Yeah, that is.
I remember, so I'm in Walmart, maybe Kmart, I can't remember, something like that. Back in the day, I asked my mom for coming out of their shells. We're like walking by it, and my mom looks at it and she goes, "This isn't a movie. You know that, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I want it anyway." So I take it home. She got it for me, and I take it home. I watch, and like, oh, it's a musical, and like I watched it once probably, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I remember hating it. Yeah.
You
So-
didn't know.
A few more before I get out of here with my fourth pick, but it was Konami's best-selling game at the time, and Electronic Gaming Monthly, my favorite gaming magazine back in the day, EGM, they gave it a unanimous 9 out of 10. And whenever you play easy mode, Splinter tells you to challenge the normal mode when you defeat Shredder. In normal mode, Splinter will tell you to challenge the hard mode in order to be true ninjas. In the hard mode, it features the turtles flying the Statue of Liberty back to its normal place via the turtle blimp, followed by the credits rolling while the turtles wave and smile on the blimp. Then the cast of game characters roll. Then Splinter says, "You are now true ninjas." So yeah, all right. So Stefan, what was number 4?
Nice. Oh, I lost my notebook.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I do smoke too much weed. My number 4 is Metal Gear Revengeance.
Oh shit.
And although I didn't get to play through all of this game, I played like maybe 3 hours of it. No, wait, what am I saying? Like an hour and a half? Anyway, it's not like a Metal Gear game at all. It's like super anime and stuff and all over the place. But the sword mechanic was cool, and again, ninjas in the title. That's why it's kind of lower on the list. But based off of all the ninja designs from the Metal Gear games, which I'm a huge fan of.
You know, the line gets blurred too, because if a game has any stealth in it, then it could be considered ninja-y too.
Yeah,
you know?
This one was all about slashing and like taking down big targets. So it was a lot of like leaping. I don't know if you guys ever played Bayonetta before.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's just like those games are nuts. It's just like these wild shooters and stuff where you're getting these really like canted angles and stretchy angles and stuff, and like fighting these really cockamamie enemies and shit like that. So fucking Revengeance was cool because it was like that Metal Gear thing, and then the sword mechanic was really cool too. You could slice stuff up. For those sadistic gamers out there, I know who you are. You know you loved that one.
You sadistic fucks.
Get off the internet!
You stupid idiot! All right,
that's my number 4.
Idiot. Millennials are like, what are you talking about? All right, so number 3 for Maddie.
Oh shit, sorry.
Number 3.
I'm coming. I forgot
All
what
right.
I put. I forgot. Don't hate me. Okay, so I picked Shinobi for PS2.
Most definitely.
I thought the game was really
Nice.
fun. I know a lot of people like. I don't think it's like considered the best Shinobi game.
Fuck
But
them.
I had a lot of fun playing it, and I don't know if I ever beat it because it's hard as fuck, like all Shinobi games. But I just remember him having that badass red scarf that trailed him, and I thought the design looked cool. I thought Shinobi looked dope in it. I liked that it was kind of like a weird kind of techie looking.
Right.
But yeah, that was my pick. I played a lot of it. I was just not very good at it. Like most ninja games, I'm pretty terrible at them.
Well, it's about having fun, Maddie. It's a video game. It's not life.
Is it, Andrew? Is it about having fun? It's not.
Okay, so for mine, I'm pretty sure no one's even fucking heard of this game, but I got this, I think, when I was in Japan, and it's an American game, but my God, I was addicted. It's called Ninja Town. It's a real cutesy game, but it was for DS. It's a tower defense game, and just to describe what that is, if you play Plants vs. Zombies on iPhone or Droid or whatever, you've played a tower defense game. Basically, it's a subgenre of strategy video game where the goal is to defend a player's territories or possessions by obstructing the enemy's attackers, usually achieved by placing defensive structures on or along their path of attack. Basically, yeah, in most of these games, enemies come from off screen, and you set up defenses to attack them as they come in waves. Basically, this is kind of happens in every strategy, every tower defense game. And you would set up like ninja huts, and each hut would have a different type of ninja and different abilities and stuff like that. And despite how cutesy it looked, the gameplay was so good, and I was addicted. I could not put it down, man. I loved it.
Nice. What is it called again?
Ninja Town.
Ninja Town. Oh, okay.
DS, original DS.
Awesome. Okay, I gotta get on that Game Boy shit.
It's great.
Seems like
Ryan Clements.
Gonna be living in a van
down by the river. Ryan Clements of IGN attributes the popularity of such games, tower defense games, to psychology and human vulnerability. Tower defense, according to Clements, plays off of our need for security, ownership, and a desire to protect the people closest to us, end quote, arising from a need to create intrinsic value through ownership over things, personal space, and to repel our fears and insecurities. That's probably pretty fucking like too deep for what this is, but I thought I'd include that just for whatever. But cool. Tower defense is a pretty cool genre, and I do get addicted to those. I have played the ever-living shit out of Plants vs. Zombies as well. And
Really?
also to tie this into Electronic Gaming Monthly again, it was created by the EGM editor from back in the day, Sean Smith. Sean Smith was the artist behind Sean Animals. That's a line of toys. And Ninja Town is a spin-off of that. So,
Whoa.
yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So, Maddie, what you got? I mean, Stefan.
Oh, I was like, we're on number 2?
Stefan.
All right, so my number 3 is...
Oh, 3. Did we skip you? No.
Yeah.
No, you're 3.
I'm
You're
going
3.
now.
You're 3, yeah.
Andrew's so drunk.
Oh, my God, I'm losing it, guys.
I'm fucking baked out of my mind. My number 3 is Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
Hell yeah, boy.
The PlayStation 3.
Hell yeah.
Again, it's a fucking crazy ninja game where there's all these like nutty like sci-fi kind of. It's like a mishmash of futuristic and ancient kind of design elements. In the bosses, you're like fighting these Buddhas, and they're like trying to smash you with these.
I love it.
Hands.
I love it when they do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you like, there's all these different abilities you get, and different weapons and stuff. I forget. It's really hard, and I was really enjoying it, but it's really hard, and really fun ninja game, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, dope ass enemies, pretty cool story as far as I could tell, as far as I could get, and really great enemies. They're all different varieties of enemies, like their attack styles and everything, so you really get to feel ninja style when you're fucking going at them, but you got to move, it's not as much stealth. It's like
Right. Well, yeah, those
good
those
game.
were like
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
Yeah. Cool.
Sweet.
Maddie, number 2, heading into number 2.
Number 2, PS1 Tenchu Stealth Assassins.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Fucking love
Nice.
this game.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it. And I've also liked the sequels too. I just remember I was trying to pick stuff that like had like I remember like getting that and being so excited to play that fucking game.
Great
And I played like the ones
game.
on some of the ones on PS2 and like most of the sequels I think. But man, that first one was awesome. So hard though, but so good.
Yeah.
Nice.
I actually recently watched a playthrough of it. You know how I like to do. I put on my no commentary, light a few candles, and watch old games I used to play.
Get that bubble bath up.
But yeah, it was
You got some Mr. Bubble up in that bitch and some Tenchu on you.
cozy. Get out the flashlight. No, wait, what?
The flashlight, yes. Yes.
You do you, brother. You get yours.
You do you, man. You know what I'm saying? You blow, you get up your air pump and fucking get ready.
Oh.
Candles for your flashlight, dude. You get more romantic for that shit than an actual human.
I have issues, man.
Sometimes you need that special time for
I
yourself.
don't really own a flashlight because they're expensive.
Well,
And I'd much rather buy video games.
you do you still.
Anyway, what I was saying was... what was I saying?
Go ahead.
Oh,
What I was saying was,
what the fuck? Tenchu. I was watching a playthrough of Tenchu, and it's a fucking incredible game. It was difficult. Fuck, man.
All right. Well, I'll head into my number 2. We have a match. That's my foghorn or whatever the fuck. Tenchu
Pretty
won.
good, dude. I love it.
Indeed.
We
need a button.
Indeed. Yes. This had a 5 out of 5 indeeds. This game. Tenchu won. Action adventure stealth video game series originally by Japanese developer Acquire. I forgot about them. The player assumes the role of a ninja in the 16th century Japan. The title literally translates to divine retribution. The Chu in Tenshu can also mean death penalty. And the 10 is also the 10 that you'll see on Akuma's the back of his gi in Street Fighter. It means heaven. So heavenly retribution, heavenly death penalty from heaven, something along those lines. And this
what a better name for a ninja game.
Yes, it's awesome. And that's where Wrath of Heaven gets its name from as well in the series.
Yeah, the prequel, sequel.
Yeah, exactly.
The next gen prequel. Boom.
The original story revolves around 2 ninjas, Rikimaru and Ayame, who have both been members of the Azuma Ninja Clan since childhood. And then I actually wrote something here, original. So I bought this game immediately as soon as I saw it in the PS1 days. I remember it had bad graphics for even then, and the voice acting was fucking terrible. I remember talking about this amongst my friends at the time. Yeah. However, the gameplay was great, and the soundtrack, if you guys remember, the PS1, even the first one, had this really great original score with real singing, and it was like a little bit too good for how bad the graphics were, compared to everything else at the time. But it was the first sort of kind of real ninja stealth game. And I came to like stealth more than action at times in video games. And this was at the time when Metal Gear was coming out as well, Metal Gear 1. But the thing is, with Tenchu, it was a little bit easier. Tenchu felt like an arcade type of stealth game, whereas Metal Gear was more of a simulation. So you could kind of pick up and play Tenchu more easily. Yeah. And you can kind of, if you like Japan and ninjas, then, there's also that as well.
You could walk up, kind of on their peripheral vision, and they still wouldn't see you, You're just like,
yeah.
It made it easy enough to get kills,
People made fun of that too, but at the same time, it made it a little bit easier to pick up and play, honestly.
Yeah.
So that was part of the fun.
And you have that fucking grapple hook. That thing was...
Yeah.
Fun.
It was like a Batman grappling hook.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Stefan, your number 2?
My number 2 is playing as Hattori Hanzo in Samurai Showdown.
Nice. Good pull. Yeah. Another SNK and Neo Geo game.
Love the SNK stuff. Those were always in the little bodega kind of stores that we had, like the little... We wouldn't really call it a bodega here, but like a little store, like those little cheapy places. But there's this one that we called the little store, and it had arcade machines that had all the SNK games. So I played a lot of Samurai Showdown. Love that shit. And Hattori Hanzo was he was the ninja character. So it was back in the day before I knew what honor was, I would pick the ninja character right away before the samurai character. Then, Soul Calibur days, I'd pick Mitsurugi. But then you realize you're better with Kilik, and your whole world is, blown.
Your whole life is a lie.
The ninja character in that was the girl, Kunoichi character in Soul Calibur. What was her name?
Yeah. What the fuck is her name?
She was the only true ninja character. What was great about that, though, was Mitsurugi would move and go through all the stances so perfectly. Yeah. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
They should bring that shit back.
They are. They got a new one coming out.
What? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I'm going to be getting it immediately.
Truckers? Yeah. Immediately. They confirmed Siegfried is back. Confirmed.
As long as Cervantes isn't there anymore. But that's a whole other story.
Ooh.
All right. So before we get into our number 1 picks, and I know I'm dropping this guy on you guys out of nowhere, but any honorable mentions that you want to name off the top of your head? Something that didn't make the list? All right. Go ahead. We'll go out of order. Go ahead, Stefan.
My honorable mentions are going to be Bushido Blade, kind of for the same reason Maddie was saying with his first pick. I don't think there was too much ninja shit.
I saw that on a lot of lists, and I mean, if we're not strict, it's okay. But Bushido just sounds so samurai-ish.
Right.
But
yeah,
okay.
it was like that shot of like real Japanese kind of.
It was very. I mean, yes.
Japanophile anime, like wherever you were when I was really young, like Bushido Blade. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. Man. But anyway,
yeah, it was good.
It
was good.
That's why it's honorable mention is the attribute. What's the word?
Attribution. I don't know.
To fucking Japanese stuff.
Yeah.
When I was young. Anyway. And,
cool.
and my other honorable mentions are going to be Strider, because that was like futuristic kind of ninja shit. I felt like he was kind of a ninja, even though if it wasn't.
Yeah, I think he basically counts. Yeah.
And then my top honorable mention is going to be Gray Fox from Metal Gear. The first time you see the fucking ninja and he comes in and saves Snake and all that shit at the end, and like bad motherfucker, and he's all nuts. I love Gray Fox, the ninja. Oh, so good.
Maddie, you got any?
Yeah, well, since I switched mine from Onimusha to the Bruce Lee GBA game, I would do the first 3 Onimusha games. I never played the 4th one because it seemed like they got away from what made Onimusha cool. It got a little more Final Fantasy, so I never played whatever that one was called. It's a guy like he had like the horns, like the horn on his head. Did you guys ever play that one, like Dawn of Dreams or some shit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I never played it. But my honorable mentions would be Onimusha 1 through 3 because those games are dope, and I don't care if it doesn't have ninjas in it. It's just a cool game. And where else am I going to talk about it at? Except on my own fucking podcast.
It's fine,
so
bro.
Deal with it.
We'll
For
let
sure
it slide.
they had
this time.
Ninja demons.
I'm sure they did.
This time.
This time. All right, so my honorable mentions. I'm sorry, everybody, but Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi are in my honorable mentions. They haven't made the list.
Fucking hipster.
I like them. I like
Ninja
them.
hipster. No,
I like them, but they're not. I don't know. I always thought they were just fine. The whole Metal Gear series, he doesn't look like a ninja, but he fucking sure acts like one. So, and if you guys, this is a real fucking callback, but there was a game called Kid Nicky on NES with a fucking pink ass fucking cover. And Kid Nicky. Yes. I remember a real southern dude told me about it back when I lived in Alabama because I was like 6. He was like, yeah, I got that game, Kid Nicky. Got that game, Kid Nicky. And I was like, what? and then he was, there's different levels of southern accents.
What did he say?
Kid Nicky. With a K.
Kid Nicky.
Kid Nicky. I got that game, Kid Nicky. And I was like, all right. I remember that till the day I die for some reason. Then I finally played it. And then I've only played this one as an adult because I didn't have a TurboGrafx 16. But there was a game called Ninja Spirit. Everybody should check it out if you want to just get it for free.
You talked about that once before.
First ever 10 out of 10 given by EGM magazine. I'm going to plug EGM as much as I can. They're not around anymore, but
bring it back.
Yeah, first 10 out of 10 was a TurboGrafx fucking game. But anyway, yeah, Ninja Spirit was fucking good, man. I only first started playing it like a year or so ago, but definitely check it out. It's actually similar to Ninja Gaiden Shinobi, but I think a little better. So
I have a question after we finish this. Just a random go around. You
okay.
Can but.
We're almost done. So, Maddie, you're number 1?
My number 1 is your number, 4 or whatever the fuck it was. TMNT, Turtles in Time. It says Ninja in the title, and they're fucking turtles, and my love runs so deep for the turtles.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's got time, so fucking...
Yeah, so it's like ninjas in the future and in the past. It's so good. I love that game. I remember I could like my family was like, no, we don't have the money right now to get that. But my friend across the street had it, and we had many sleepovers where it's like pizza and Mountain Dew, and we just stay up playing that game.
Fuck yeah, man.
And I love that game. It's so fucking good.
If you had a SNES and you didn't have that game, it was like, what was wrong with you?
Some of us didn't have money.
I know, but
some of us poor as fuck, man.
You didn't have it? I thought you had it.
SNES.
I didn't have it. My friend across the street had it.
I thought you I thought you had it.
No, I mean I played the shit out of it when I was younger, for sure.
All right.
But I just went across the street to my friend's house because what else you gonna do? Ride my little, go get on my bicycle right over there.
Right over there.
Papa, can I ride my bicicleta?
Bicicleta.
Papa, can I ride?
My papa.
Somebody's got a booty call.
Yeah, I heard that. My number one is...
It's my dad. Calm down. I wish.
Jeez, that's weird, man. All right, so my number one,
I
Tenchu
love
Wrath
my
of
dad.
Heaven. Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, another Tenchu game, but I didn't say Tenchu series. So Tenchu 1 is number 2, and Tenchu Wrath of Heaven is number 1 for me.
Son of a Gundam.
Yeah. This one, like most video game sequels, and unlike movie sequels, usually the first video game sequel is better than the first one, I'd say. And this one was no different. And only have one little tidbit here. Teshu's character design is heavily based upon a character played by Ken Watanabe in a Japanese samurai drama.
Nice.
So thought that was kind of cool. And Stefan, what's your number one?
My number one is indeed. Tenchu Stealth Assassins from the PS1.
Nice.
Just a great all-around game. The sound, while I was watching my replay through of it on YouTube, the sound of it was like, like that wave of nostalgia. And I just remember like the music was so funky and like jazzy and stuff.
Yeah.
So odd for what you would expect. And throughout the entire game too, it's kind of like it's got this great soundtrack, and the sound effects are so memorable when people die and the splatter blood sound.
Fuck yeah, man.
So good. So I just love that game. The grappling hook and the ending's got a great ending, shitty animation and stuff. It's like the coolest fucking ninja packaged game. It's like that I think I've ever played.
My dream game that has never been made is basically Tenchu meets Skyrim.
Yeah,
like
a
a fucking
career ninja.
Yeah, a kind of open RPG, some monsters and shit, open world.
That's what the next like Shinobi or some shit should be. Revitalize the series and then just fucking make it this like,
And there's so many yokai, Japanese monsters, and all kinds of shit you could throw in.
Yeah, baby.
I mean, and then keep with the stealth kills and stuff like that. I mean, I don't even know why this has not been made yet. It drives me crazy.
Yeah. Put it on your vision board.
Hell yeah. All right, so Maddie, what was your fucking thing you wanted to ask?
All right, just one movie. Your favorite ninja movie. You cannot say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because everyone on this podcast already knows how much we fucking love that movie. So something else. Whoever wants to go first can go.
Best ninja movies. Oh man, this one's hitting me. Hold on.
You
can just say one. You don't have to say like multiple because
I'm looking.
All right, I got one. I'll help you out. Give you some time, Stefan. I got to reach deep for this, but I would have to say it's Shinobi no Mono, also known as Band of Assassins. It is an old black and white movie, but it's one of the more realistic ones, and it is in Japanese. It's it's like if you're it's like watching a fucking Kurosawa film or whatever, but it's really good. So check it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna do mine if you're not ready, Stefan.
You go ahead. But go ahead.
I'm gonna say Ninja Assassin, even though it's over the top as shit.
Yeah.
But I really like a way that they do a lot of like. I remember watching Heart Sword Perseverance by Andrew Bush over here back in our college days.
Yay!
And just about like some of like the tactics they would use and just kind of the folklore that went around about like them hiding in shadows. And I thought in that movie where like it really shined is where it kind of played with those ideas and made them more like mythical and like I guess folklore-y instead of being like, oh, we're gonna make this ninja movie like legit to the point. Like I think in Ninja, like especially for Ninja Assassin, it's really fun to kind of play up the like the mythology of it and like kind of like the stuff they would do and would scare people and they'd be like, oh my god, they turned into whatever, they hid in the shadows, they're shadow people, and I just thought that was really cool. That there's one scene in particular I really like in that movie where they're like looking around this dark room and he like appears and then will vanish into the shadows and then he comes back again. And I was like, oh, this is shot so well. Like, I imagine that's what people like think that they saw like ninjas doing. And it's over the top as
yeah,
fun.
Probably,
but
yeah.
it's really fun when they play up the more mythological folklore elements of ninjutsu in that movie.
There's so much in the Japanese side that we haven't, like, that hasn't really translated over Like, there's a part of ninja lore, just for example, where they fly on kites.
Yeah.
Where's that movie at, dude? I won't watch that shit.
It was like a way to like fly over and into a fortress or something, like sneak in that way.
That's fucking awesome, man.
It's like a hang glider, but
ever.
old school style.
I want to see that so bad.
Yeah, I don't know what if that's.
Nolan, start making a ninja movie already.
I know. Oh man, he would be good. Yeah, for sure. Stefan, did you get one?
My favorite ninja movie is Azumi, based on the manga of the same name. So
nice.
Pretty comic booky, pretty kind of. I remember seeing this at SCAD, and just like loving it. It was like live action anime, and the characters were good. The main character Azumi was amazing, and she has to make all these really difficult decisions about the people who she cares about, who she's trained with her whole life, as this clan of ninjas. And there's like a whole thing throughout the movie where it's like, one day you're gonna have to fight your most powerful adversary, and it could be your brother or some shit like that. There's something like that where they had to like, or no, before they became ninjas and graduated out of it, they had to kill one of their other fellow students in order to like kind of like solidify the the membership in the clan or something like that.
Jesus,
it was really crazy. Yeah, but they had to fight, and it was all about like honor and stuff. It wasn't like, you know, like Joker throwing the pool cue to the guys for a job. It was like, it was a whole thing and built it up. But anyway, Azumi's great effects, great action scenes, and you know, it's not so much like realistic at all, but it's really awesome.